two of the most respected names in the history of the automobile. Both have built something new. Both are electric. Both are premium. Both will cost you six figures in most markets, but they are not the same car. They are not even built on the same philosophy. In this video, we are going through the exterior, the interior, every performance and technology number that matters, and then a clear verdict on which one deserves your money. Mercedes EQE SUV versus BMW iX. Let's begin. The Mercedes EQE SUV does not arrive quietly, but it does not shout either. What you see here is Mercedes-Benz interpretation of what an electric SUV should look like when it comes from one of the world's oldest luxury marques. The front fascia is sealed, no traditional grille. In its place, a smooth panel with the three-pointed star sitting at the center. It is unmistakably Mercedes. It is also unmistakably electric. Down the side, a clean flowing roofline, flush door handles that sit level with the bodywork, large alloy wheels filling the arches. The overall silhouette is smooth and restrained. Mercedes has not gone dramatic. They have gone refined. The rear carries a full-width light bar, a signature across the entire Mercedes EQ range, and a chrome strip connecting the two lenses. It looks expensive, and it is. This is a car that announces itself through quality of detail rather than boldness of design. Every line is deliberate, nothing is wasted. The BMW iX makes a very different statement. This is a car that is designed to provoke a reaction. The front is dominated by a large, nearly vertical kidney grille, now sealed and functioning as a sensor housing. But it is prominent. Polarizing. BMW has deliberately chosen to keep its most recognizable design element even as the reason for it disappears. You will either love it or you will not. BMW knows this, and they made it anyway. Down the side, the iX has a more upright, muscular presence than the EQE SUV. The wheel arches are pronounced. The overhangs are short. It looks planted and purposeful. The rear is angular and wide. The light clusters have a technical, layered look. From behind, the iX looks larger and more assertive than the EQE. Where Mercedes chose elegance, BMW chose confidence. Where Mercedes whispers, BMW declares. Exterior verdict. The Mercedes EQE SUV is sophisticated and restrained. It will age gracefully. It does not alienate. The BMW iX is bold and intentional. It makes a statement that will divide opinion. But in the luxury segment, that kind of confidence has its own appeal. Which design speaks to you is personal. What matters next is what happens when you open the door. Step inside the Mercedes EQE SUV, and the first thing you see, the thing that stops you, is this, the MBUX Hyperscreen. A single curved glass surface that spans almost the entire width of the dashboard, 141 centimeters wide. 3 displays beneath one unbroken pane of glass. A 12.3-inch driver display, a 17.7-inch central screen, and a 12.3-inch screen for the front passenger. It is, in a word, extraordinary. It is the most immersive dashboard in any production vehicle, and it comes standard on the EQE SUV. The ambient lighting system offers 64 color options. The materials: open-pore wood, brushed aluminum, Nappa leather, feel appropriate for the price. In the rear, legroom is generous. A panoramic roof opens the cabin. Rear seat passengers get their own climate controls and USB-C charging ports. This interior is built to impress. It succeeds. Now step inside the BMW iX. The iX interior takes a completely different approach to luxury, and it is just as compelling. BMW gives you a curved screen cluster, a 12.3-inch driver display alongside a 14.9-inch central touchscreen. They sit together as a single sculptural element angled toward the driver. Below the screens, the interaction bar, a horizontal strip running across the full dashboard, houses touch controls for the key functions. It is tactile, considered, and significantly more intuitive than reaching to a screen for everything. And then there is this, the crystal glass iDrive controller on the center console. A physical rotary dial. Precise. Satisfying. A reminder that some things should not be on a touchscreen. The panoramic sky lounge roof is an optional feature that transforms the ceiling into a luminous amber-lit canopy. In the evening, driving under it is genuinely beautiful. The rear cabin is notably open. The floor is completely flat, a benefit of the dedicated EV platform, and the result is an airy, spacious feeling that rivals vehicles a full class above. Where Mercedes fills every surface with technology, BMW creates space and calm, two different interpretations of what luxury should feel like. Interior verdict. The Mercedes EQE SUV gives you the most visually spectacular dashboard in the class. The Hyperscreen is a genuine engineering achievement. If you want to be surrounded by technology, nothing else comes close. The BMW iX offers a more considered, more human interior, less visual drama, more thoughtful functionality. The flat floor, the Sky Lounge roof, the crystal iDrive, these are details that reward you every day quietly. Both are exceptional. Your choice here reflects what you believe luxury actually is. Now let's look at every number that separates them. Let's go through the numbers, starting with price, because everything else needs to be read in that context. The Mercedes EQE SUV starts at roughly $80,000 to $95,000 for the base configuration. Moving to higher trims with the AMG line package takes you past $110,000. The BMW iX starts at around $87,000 to $100,000. The Performance iX M60 pushes past $120,000. In this segment, you are spending significant money regardless of which badge you choose. The question is which one offers you more for what you spend. On standard equipment, the EQE SUV has the advantage. The Hyperscreen, Nappa leather, and panoramic roof come standard on most configurations. BMW's comparable features often sit in option packages. Battery and range. This is where the BMW iX has a clear and significant advantage. The BMW iDrive 50 carries a usable battery of approximately 111 kilowatt-hours, one of the largest in any production SUV. It delivers up to 630 kilometers of WLTP range. In the real world, well over 500 kilometers in most conditions. The Mercedes EQE SUV uses a 90 kilowatt-hour battery and delivers around 550 kilometers of WLTP range. Both are genuinely usable, but the iX range advantage is real, and in the premium segment where long-distance driving is common, it matters. The BMW iX has a higher maximum DC charging rate, around 200 kilowatts versus 170 kilowatts for the EQE SUV. However, the Mercedes reaches 10 to 80% slightly faster in practice, at around 31 minutes versus 35 for the iX, thanks to its smaller battery. Both cars use third-party charging networks. Neither has a proprietary network comparable to Tesla's supercharger. In most markets, this means planning your charging stops requires a little more thought. Performance. At the base level, both cars offer broadly similar capability. The BMW iDrive 50 produces around 3026 horsepower. The EQE 500 produces 2088. Both reach 100 kilometers per hour in just over 6 seconds. But at the top of the range, the gap is significant. The BMW iX M60 produces 619 horsepower, 1,100 newton-meters of torque, and reaches 100 kilometers per hour in 3.8 seconds. The Mercedes-AMG EQE SUV delivers 402 horsepower with a 4.3-second sprint. If performance is your priority, the BMW iX M60 is the more extreme machine. But for most drivers of these vehicles, the base performance is more than adequate. The EQE SUV compensates with standard air suspension, delivering a ride quality that consistently impresses. BMW's air suspension is an optional upgrade. Technology and displays. The Mercedes EQE SUV's MBUX Hyperscreen is the defining feature of the interior. 141 centimeters of curved glass, 3 screens, a front passenger display. Standard that no BMW iX trim offers. The BMW iX counters with its curved screen cluster and, crucially, the interaction bar and crystal iDrive controller. Physical controls that give you tactile precision without navigating a menu. This is the core technology trade-off of these two cars. Mercedes gives you the most visually immersive digital environment in the class. BMW gives you the most intuitively usable interface. Which matters more depends entirely on how you interact with your car. Comfort and luxury features. Mercedes includes Nappa leather, front and rear seat heating, and a panoramic roof as standard. The 64-color ambient lighting is part of the base specification. BMW offers comparable materials but positions more features as optional. The Skylounge panoramic roof, one of the most beautiful features in any car, is an option rather than a given. Both offer premium sound system upgrades. In both cases, the upgrade is worth it. Driver assistance. Both cars offer a comprehensive standard suite: adaptive cruise, lane keeping, automatic emergency braking, and active distance assist. Mercedes has an edge here with Drive Pilot, a Level 3 autonomous driving system available in select markets, which allows the driver to fully disengage from driving in specific conditions. No BMW currently offers Level 3. If you are interested in where autonomous driving is heading, Mercedes is leading this segment. Warranty. Mercedes offers 4 years on the vehicle. BMW offers 3 years with a slightly higher mileage allowance. Battery warranty is identical across both, 8 years or 160,000 kilometers, which reflects the industry standard for this class. The verdict. Choose the Mercedes EQE SUV if you want the most technologically immersive interior in the luxury SUV segment. The Hyperscreen is in a class of its own. Standard equipment matters to you. The EQE SUV includes more at the base price: leather, roof, lighting, without requiring a long options list. Ride quality and long-distance comfort are your priorities. Standard air suspension, a refined chassis, and the quieter cabin character make the EQE SUV the more comfortable cruiser. You are interested in autonomous driving. Drive Pilot gives the EQE SUV a genuine technological lead that no BMW currently matches. Choose the BMW iX if range is a priority. 630 kilometers of 1 miles of 1 captures 1 in real-world use. The iX will go further between charges than the EQE SUV. You want the performance ceiling? The iX Mini 60 is one of the fastest electric SUVs available. 619 horsepower and under 4 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour. The Mercedes-AMG variant is quick, but the M60 is in another category. You prefer intuitive tactile controls over visual spectacle. The iDrive controller and interaction bar reward daily use in a way that touchscreen-first systems do not. The driving experience matters as much as the destination. The iX has a dynamic, driver-focused character that the EQE SUV intentionally does not try to replicate. The bottom line. These are two genuinely exceptional electric SUVs. In this segment, there is no wrong choice. But there are two distinct philosophies. Mercedes built an EV for those who want to be surrounded by technology, who value comprehensive standard equipment, and who want the most refined, serene, long-distance experience available. BMW built an EV for those who want more range, more performance potential, a more honest driving connection, and a cabin designed around calm intelligence rather than digital spectacle. The numbers support both choices. The decision, ultimately, comes down to what you believe a luxury car should make you feel. If this comparison helped you think through that decision, subscribe to EV Price Wars. Drop a comment below, Mercedes or BMW, and tell us why. We read every single one. See you in the next comparison.